shot. For your work is not done, no. Keep on believing and hold on tight. He's able to give you joy in the morning light.
Say.
Yeah, he's able. Say he's able. Change is gonna come.
Yes, sir.
Keep strong, my sister.
Yup.
For your work is not done. No. Keep on believing.
Whoa.
Hold on tight. He's able to give you joy in the morning light. He's able. Oh, he's able. Say he's able. Say, I know that he can do it.
Hey, say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
Say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
Say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
And he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Hey, say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
Hey, say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
Oh, he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
He's able.
He's able.
Oh yes he is.
Oh yes he is.
He's able.
He's able.
Oh yes he is.
Oh yes he is.
He can do it.
He can do it.
Oh yes he can.
Oh yes he can.
Oh yes he can. I don't hear y'all singing.
Here we go.
Oh yes he
1,
can.
2, 3.
Oh yes he can.
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 He's able. Oh yes he is.
Oh yes he can.
He's able. Oh yes he is. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it.
Everybody hands like this. Now wave. 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 Say he's able.
He's able.
He's able.
He's able.
To the 6. Hey, say you're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
Say he's a mighty God.
He's a mighty God.
Say you're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
Say you're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
You're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
Say you're a mighty God.
You're a mighty God.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do
You
it.
are a mighty, mighty God. You are a mighty, mighty God. Say you are a mighty,
Mighty.
say that's who you are.
That's who you are.
Y'all know it. Say you are a mighty.
You are a mighty, mighty God. You are a mighty,
Mighty.
God.
You are a mighty.
Mighty.
Say that's who you are.
That's who you are.
Let's see if y'all know this next part. Say you make ways out of no,
You make ways out of no.
and you're still performing miracles.
Still performing miracles.
You're the author and the finisher.
The author and the finisher.
See, that's who you are.
That's who you are.
Say that's who you are.
That's who you are.
Say you're the healer. You're the healer and deliver. Hey,
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
He do it over and over again.
Time check.
Over and over again.
Yes.
He gon' do it.
It's 30 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. You're listening and viewing the Gong Report.
Over and over again.
You're shooting the Pitbull of radio in studio. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to Denver Mohan. Good morning, Troy Smith.
Do it.
Jillian John, good morning. Jenny, good morning.
Hey, over and over again. Hey, over and over again. Over and over again.
Hey, Janelle, good morning, Carmen. Yes, yes.
Close my eyes, I think of you and reminisce of all the things you do. Can't imagine my life without you. It's like
Paul Daniel, sing a pleasant good morning to Tanya.
it's a
Do that, Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you.
life for me. What you did on Calvary makes me wanna love you more. I never knew.
Y'all can rock with it.
Because of your love.
Hey, Timothy Roberts, good morning. Abraham, a pleasant good morning. Desmond Hines, good morning. Kamati, a pleasant good morning to you. Bujam John. Dave Moraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Mina Steiner, good morning. Hafrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Carmen, good morning. Pinky James. Hey, Kenrick Passad, a pleasant good morning to you. Where you at, my brother? All right, Harrigan, good morning to you. Dave and Deborah, pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. To both of you. Hey, Faye and Mr. Clarence, a pleasant good morning to you all.
I know it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's what we're talking about. Yes.
I smile,
That's what we're talking about.
working so I smile. You look so. Oh, that part. Y'all know.
That is what we're talking about. Nice, nice, nice.
Better when you smile. So smile for me.
Hey, Anthony, good morning.
Can you just smile?
Frank Andy, good morning to you, Frank Andy.
Say it again. Say smile for me.
Hey, Peter Samuel, saying good morning to you.
Just the voices say smile.
Hey, Kevin George, good morning to you. 35087, a pleasant good morning to you. Donna Lewis, good morning. Primraj, good morning. Raul Passad, a pleasant good morning to you. Gemma. Jenny, good morning. Anne-Marie Amin, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Matilda Rhodes, good morning.
I'm gonna say hello.
Marilyn Sicharan, a pleasant good morning to you too. Baby, a pleasant good morning to Baby. Teacher Balmain, video in Vancouver, good morning to you all.
How about my Shonda? Uh-oh. You look so much better when you...
That's what we're talking about.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's what we're talking about. Hey!
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into
Lord Khan, a pleasant good morning to you.
stronger. God,
Matilda, good morning.
higher than any.
Glory, good morning to you.
Our God is healer.
Kabul, good morning to you.
Our God.
Hey, Selvin Lopez, good morning. Sharon Rampasad, good morning to you. Dexter Tobas, good morning.
Yes, you shine. Out of the
Tara,
ashes we rise.
Brandon, good morning.
There's no one like you. No one like you.
Sanita Gopal, good morning to you. Cyril,
Our God is greater.
Wayne Felix, good morning. Damian,
Stronger. God is
Vincent,
higher than any other.
Kamla Samlal Singh, good morning to you.
Healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God.
Hey, Teresa D'Souza, good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are.
Angela, pleasant good morning to you. Jody, June, Jody, good morning.
Our God is healer.
Deborah,
Awesome in power.
Shatu, a pleasant good morning to you.
Our God.
Orika Miller, pleasant good morning. And down, Jack Dio, good morning to you. Oh, enjoy.
And if
And down,
God is for us, then who could
and there.
stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand?
Sokday Duki, a pleasant good morning to you.
God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand again?
Hey, Afisa, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you.
And again.
Sandy Jones, good morning. Alan Hercules, good morning. Ashmir, good morning. Joyce Ram, good morning to you. Hey, Stefan Ramsaru, good morning. Gobin, Lakshmi, good morning. Mr. Gobin, a pleasant good morning to you.
God, you are
Mr. Lenny, good morning to you, Mr. Lenny.
our God,
Jimmy Ramkrit, good morning.
awesome
The Iron Lady, Mama's Juice, good morning. A&A Doubles and Roti, Noel Brown, Gita Brown, all of you, good morning.
God is great.
Ravi, aka Postman.com, is far, all of you that are looking, good morning.
God, you are
Das husband, good morning to you.
any other
Hey, Neely Silver, good morning.
is healer.
Dana and Delia, a pleasant good morning to you all.
Our God,
Ann Brown, good morning. Ann Jackman, good morning.
and if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our
Pingala Mohan, good morning. Jesse, good morning.
God can stand again,
Primraj, good morning.
our God is for us, then who could ever?
Rolly, a pleasant good morning to you.
If our
Ann Williams, good morning.
then what can stand again?
Michael Scotland, a pleasant good morning to you. Radhika, good morning. Nita, a pleasant good morning to you. 007, good morning. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Farmer Kane Farmer, pleasant good morning to you. That will we talking about. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Devan Miraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Rambo Ali, a pleasant good morning. Yes, Delia Di Silva, good morning to you. Hey, Kamara, good morning. That's young Di Silva, eh? Yeah, I just call she KK. Okay, Kamara, a pleasant good morning. Delia. Calvary Spirit, a pleasant good morning to you. Umati, good morning. Ramchan, good morning. Devika Balkaran, a pleasant good morning to you. Semantics, good morning. Ganesh Prasad, a pleasant good morning to you. Sonita Lalu, good morning. Viram Ragunanan, good morning. Sandy Jones, so we're going good morning. Judy Ali, good morning. Mr. Pleasant good morning to Naz Ali and Mr. Ali. A pleasant good morning to you all. Hey, Diane Ramota, pleasant good morning to you. Ramota Singh. Calvary Spirit, good morning. Chandra. Benjamin, a pleasant good morning to you. Mina Steiner, out in Austria, a pleasant good morning. Jill Monroe, good morning. Diane Ramota, sing good morning. Hey, Susan Butman. Mommy Joyce, I done say morning to you already, eh? Jacqueline Sammy, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Darren Mohan. Counselor Darren Mohan. I'm a church boy partner. Church boy counselor, you know. Vega the old crew that I look on. Good morning to you. Miss Coover, good morning. And all of you that look on to us in Coover and environs, a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. That will be talking about. Elizabeth Duke, good morning. Davy C. Prasad, good morning to you. Marissa, good morning.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh, Brian, Lochan, good morning. Yo, Brady Bunch, a pleasant good morning to you. Mala, Sukai, good morning. Just Cool, good morning to you. Trump's ways, option and risk for attack on Venezuela. An 8-year-old Trinidadian runs 40, run number 40 in New York City's marathon. Oh boy, two French nationals freed from Iranian prisons after more than 3 years in detention. out there in New York. You all out there in New York, you all will let me know what's going on. I see you all have a new mayor. Where that mayor is? That mayor is a Democrat, a Republican? How that is go? In New York. But I see him blue. That red. So you all there in New York, you all will let me know. Oh boy, while I'm setting up the Bluetooth and putting things in place. What's on your front, brother? Kishan Ali, a pleasant good morning to you. I get a call today. Andrea, good morning. Yeah, that's Andrea Alfonso, good morning to you.
Andy, good morning. Lennox and Mickie, and to all the listeners. Andy, I watched THA yesterday, the Tobago House of Assembly, the Prime Minister speak. And what I'm telling you is this woman is really great. Kamala Prasad, he says so. I mean, she's honest, she's great, she's intelligent, and she is doing the right thing for Trinidad and Tobago, because there's no big set of news right now. The biggest news right now is in America. Andy, that guy used to call you way back, the guy up north, the Virginia guy, and I remember clearly he said to you that don't worry, we have a West Indian going to be the governor of Virginia. She's going to win the election. She's going to be the Virginia governor. And she's related. Andy, the woman is not related to Trinidadian. She's a Jamaican. She get her behind whoop. Real bad. So you see that guy who call you and say, oh, you know, this and that, and we have a new governor coming up. And the woman, and you know what happened? She came second. She didn't lose the race, she came second. This guy don't know what he be talking. I tell you that one the guy used to call you from Virginia and give you a long thing, who tell you 1 minute about Canada and 30 minutes about America and America. He only wanted people to hear him out. The guy's a loser. His candidate lost badly. And by the way, I'll tell you something. Donald Trump never support his candidate. And he kissed Donald Trump, whatever. Canada never support his candidate, never endorse she, and she's a black woman, never do nothing to she. Never him help she, but he went, Donald Trump, and support Cuomo, who is not even a Republican. But his own Republican candidate, he did not endorse. What that tell you about the man? I told you the man is a racist. The man do not like black people. I keep telling all that. He didn't support his own candidate, for a Republican candidate. He didn't endorse she, but he endorsed Como, the New York candidate, who is not even a Republican. But the man in Virginia will call and tell you, speak for 30 minutes about, here and there. His candidate came second. By the way, Democrat won big last night. Democrat. Because of the economy, cost of living, and what this guy is doing. His rating is 36%, and that's the problem. But I want Kamala to get everything fast. She got to take everything quick, what she can get. Make sure she get the oil, and everything fast before the election come around. Grab everything. Because I keep telling all you, politics is a funny game. And I like my country, Trinidad. I want them to do well. I want Kamala to get all the oil and it fast. But that's what's happening here. That's the big news in America. That's my fun, but not America. Trinidad, oh, we're sailing pretty. We're going to be good. The woman going to make sure we're okay. All right, Andy? Later, bye. Sorry for taking this long. Bye. Oh, sorry, Andy. One more thing. Politics is a game of give and take. You give some, you take some. That's how politics is. You don't only want to take, and don't give. Okay? All right, and that's what the PNM get. They only want to take away from you was giving nothing. That's why they get lost. I mean, they lose so many seats. I'm sorry they did not lose all 39. But that's how it is. Give and take. That's politics. Later.
I didn't get to hear everything that you were saying, Orlando, but I'm sure our people was hearing everything that you say. I know someone say, Johanna Rose is saying, like that caller living in a la la land. Right, so I really didn't hear what you was talking about with Donald Trump. I know it's something about Donald Trump and all them things because I was doing something there quick. I did step out for a little while. But what I know is that New York City always Democrats, eh? The majority of the Caribbean people is African people, all them kind of things. So I know that New York was always a Democratic kind of state. So, but I really didn't hear what it is you were saying. I don't understand. Rupert Lal, good morning. Well, Sammy, a pleasant good morning to you. Ian Brown, how are you going? Good morning. I'm going to go and thing and continue. Krishna, good morning. But not New York. I don't think he was talking about New York. I think he said something about some other state that a woman that is a Jamaican but is not a Trinidadian and is somebody that call in. I didn't get it. But at least you get to see where I was to say, you know what you're talking about. Other people, I really don't know the American politics much. Those of you who dare will know. What I'm sure about is that our Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar, is making waves in Tobago. I saw a couple of videos where she visited Signal Hill Secondary School, the kids jumping, going mad. The lady is a hero. She's looked upon. She's admired. Well, the lady is great.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Andy. Hey, you talk about New York, Manuel Malani, winning from, I think he's from the Middle East somewhere. He's the mayor of New York now. Yeah, he gets seats. And some other states, I think some other states, I can't remember, I have to look it up. Yeah, they win. They win a few states. They make a big win. All right.
Andy, good morning to Lennox and Mickie and to everybody. Andy, I hope Commissioner of Police and John Jeremy and everybody in Alexander do something about these nasty bastards that are threatening Kamala and her family and the minister. You know, the Kim Cole and the other one in the hole. I have not heard anything came out of that. The other one now is another woman that came out recently on TikTok. She cussed Kamala and she said they should bomb Kamala and all her ministers. Those are threats. As far as I'm concerned, those are threats. If we come on your program and we say things like that, they will say, what is a threat? Get the police, do this, do that. What is the police doing about these people? We want to know out here. I'm not the only person asking that question. Right? Thank you, Andy. Have a blessed day.
Ajax on Ontario, Canada, pleasant good morning. Mr. Ramnarine, how are you feeling this morning? Very boy in all here. Pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Ramnarine. Nicholas, Adish, Ramnarine, good morning to you. Morning caller.
Andy,
Yeah.
Andy, good morning. Andy, let me tell you, that guy who just said I live in a la la land, that guy is a clown. Let me tell you something, Andy. Zohan Mondani is a Democrat and he whooped the biggest politician in New York, Cuomo. He beat Cuomo so bad to win the mayor of New York. So when the guy talking about I did a la la land, that guy is a dummy. Let me tell you something.
I think it's a lady. I think it's a lady. I think it's a lady said
Yeah,
that.
she probably licked, you know what, I don't know what to say. Let me tell you something, Democrat won big last night. And I'll tell you something. I always tell all the politics in a game, you have to give and take. You give some and you take some. And this man here don't want to give nothing, he only want to take. That Democrat win every major seat. And that's a sign. So when people talk about that, they don't, the woman tell she go hide her head. Let me tell you something. The Virginia seat, that guy used to call, I tell you that, call and tell you, oh, we have she related, she have somebody in Virginia, new governor. Andy, the woman is Jamaican, she is black, and Donald Trump did not even endorse he own candidate, he own Republican.
And we're going to she get it?
Whoop, she the whoop her real bad. Because the woman is a black woman, and that's my belief. I don't know how true it is. That's my belief. But Donald Trump went and rushed and endorsed Cuomo, who's a Democrat. But he won Republican candidate. He did not endorse. He didn't go and help she. What the people are talking about and about this and that? The woman get whipped bad. New Jersey governor, the woman won the seat again, Democrat. The big thing, the biggest thing in politics is Prop 50. and California vote for Prop 50, Prop 50 is they're going to add five more seats to the House of Representatives because Donald Trump wants Texas to add seats so he could always win. Ain't going to happen. I tell you, politics, Andy, you got to give some and take some in order to survive in politics. You just can't want to take. The people will turn against you. And all this, the Israel and the young Israelis, the Jewish people vote for Mandani, who is a Muslim. He's a Muslim. His mother is Indian, from India, and his father is a Muslim. Zohan Mondani, the man talking about socialists, and he is socialist. And we get healthcare in Trinidad, we just pay a little bit for it. The man is saying the same thing up here. We pay, but healthcare here is a killer. So when people want to call you and tell you, and anyhow, them living in a la la land, brother. I living in the real world. All right, later, Andy. Bye bye.
Ahmed Ford, one is saying to us, right, while Abigail Stoops, while Patricia Redress said morning, right, Ahmed Ford is saying New York, New Jersey, and Virginia were all Democrat seats. The Democrats just retained those seats, just like the PNM retains Laventille and other places. Right, so that's what somebody who knows the politics across there too is saying. Again, I really don't know the politics across there. So, but I heard Rajan Orlando side, and I'm hearing other people's side of that whole story there. So, it's itself, that's what the thoughts of other people, Rajan, is that it's the Democrats itself just wins back itself, retains itself. It's not that they win any Republican seat. It's like PNM winning Laventille and UNC winning Penal Debe. It is what it is. That's what the individual is saying. Again, I have an idea about the politics up there, but I wouldn't fight up with the people that lives up there, that are part of it up there. All I do is listen and learn, because there is always my side, his side, and the truth.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, let me say a pleasant good morning to Mother Bernie, Silver Fox, and my brothers and sisters out there in Tobago. Tobago, all you have the mother of the land, Kamala Prasad, sister across there, making waves, Tobago, showing you all love. A pleasant good morning to you, Tobago.
Bang, 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 bang.
Roma Price, good morning. Abigail, good morning. Abigail said correct that the Republicans the Democrats just win back their seats. That's it. Rinaldo, good morning to you. Protestant Works Credit Union members calls for transparency. Former President of Works Credit Union Augustus Thomas speak to members of the media outside the credit union on Dundonald Street, Port of Spain yesterday. Tension fueled outside Works Credit Union office, Port of Spain yesterday as scores of frustrated members stood in protest demanding transparency and an urgent special general meeting CGM to address what they describe as serious governance breaches. Speaking on their behalf, former President August Thomas, a long-serving member of the credit union since 1997, alleged that the current board may have overstayed its term, ignoring members' petitions and spent funds without an approved budget. Their term expired since May, and up to now they are still running the credit union without a budget. Their term expired since May, and up to now they are still running without a budget. Thomas told Guardian Media during the protest, "We are in November and they continue to spend members' money without approval. That is unconstitutional and unacceptable." Thomas said the supervisory committee signed off on the union's financial accounts in June, which according to the bylaws, should have triggered an annual general meeting within 1 month. Instead, he claimed that the board did not act on the CGM request. Yeah, and the members driving efforts to call a meeting was reportedly blocked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The lines are open, while I go through some other news. The numbers to call are 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Again, welcome to the Ground Report. I'm going to try to get onto that board. I am a member of that credit union for some years too. And I and all have been watching the improprieties of what's going on there at Works Credit Union. And I don't mind getting in that fight, in that struggle, in that noble call. For a membership meeting to give clarity on the improprieties that is going on or taking place within the credit union. Why I want to get involved is because like I starting to feel like a Foster Cummins kind of bacchanal thing in there. Remember, he was the Minister of Credit Unions, all kind of thing up there was going on there. So I don't know if he people locked in that Works Credit Union or what's going on. But I'll have to investigate into this thing a little more.
Pleasant morning to the Ground Report, Andy Williams, the Pitbull of Radio, Lennox Smith, and Mickie Kerr. Pleasant morning again. I want to highlight something very important. I'm calling on the Malabar police, Rima, the police that buy extra food. There are some crazy drivers overtaking on the roundabout, coming up from the gas station. When they're approaching that roundabout, they're not waiting for those who come in on the right. Cars come from Malabar driving straight across and if it causes accident, they're not allowing the cars that coming from the right to do what they have to do. Because when the cars are around them, but they're overtaking and blowing horn, they're coming after you behind and want to pass wherever they want to pass and blowing horn. That roundabout needs supervision. They need an officer, 2-3 officers to come out and see what's going on that roundabout. These mad drivers coming from real mad driving, they could cause serious accident there. So before accident happen and somebody get look up and down about they have no discretion. They're coming down full speed and driving like if somebody running them down. I'm calling on the officers to pay attention to the drivers coming on there who driving crazy. No care and attention at all. They're just coming down. They don't care who coming from the right. They're just coming through and they're blowing on right behind you. They want to pass you. I don't know where they're going at that speed. So I'm calling on the officers to check out that roundabout and these mad drivers to deal with them according to law and they will pay a price because when an accident takes place, they don't care, you know. First thing they say, no, you was wrong. Right, so people coming around there with a churn and if whoever it is in the vehicle, give them the right of way. They're not waiting. They're just cutting one time with speed and blowing horn. You know, people blow horn on a roundabout. You have to take your time. You reach the roundabout, slow down. When you take your time and go around the roundabout, this overtaking roundabout is very dangerous. A lot of people is complaining about that. So I'm looking to see what the police will do on that roundabout to stop these mad drivers. Have a good, pleasant morning to you all again.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Andy has sent the woman who is threatening our Prime Minister for you. Could you put it up like where you can see her so you could know who she is? Thank you, Andy. Good morning. Have a blessed day. You look good, Andy. Tell Lennox morning.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
I want to dig into that credit union thing. A little more, I being a long-standing member of that Works Credit Union.
Pleasant good morning, Mr. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith and Mr. Mickie and each and everyone on the ground report, the whole ground report family. This is Couva South Truckman from Couva South here. I used to be Couva North, but they switched me on to Couva South now. Yeah, and not only the Workers Credit Union, but Transcorp, each and every one of these credit unions, you have to dig into them because they're doing some kind of transaction. It's not sounding nice at all. It's not looking correct. I have to dig into them because they Couva North, but they switch me on to Couva South now. Yeah, and not only the Workers Credit Union, but Transcorp, each and every one of these credit unions, you have to dig into them because they're doing some kind of transaction. It's not sounding nice at all. It's not looking correct. And one other thing, all these so-called atheists, I have to call them, that cussing the Prime Minister and they want to go and fight for Venezuela and everything. I will personally buy all their jerseys, the PNM jerseys, put them in it and send them in a pirogue and let it go down. Let it go and fight for Maduro. Like if Maduro go give them something. Maduro won't people running from there, but you want to support him from here. Right? Lera Oli and all them go too. Because the opposition leader, since the opposition leader speak to that Venezuelan ambassador or whatsoever, then everything going haywire here, They have to look into all them things. Anyhow, you take care and all the best, my brother. God bless you all. Continue the good fight.
Pleasant morning again to the ground report. I'm calling on the Commissioner of Police and Roger Alexander to investigate this woman who have been making dangerous criminal threats towards the Prime Minister Kamala and the rest of MPs under her watch, the UNC government. She's making dangerous threats and using a lot of obscene language towards the Prime Minister and trying to link with Venezuela to come and blow them up, to deal with them, right? Threatening, sending dangerous threats to the Venezuelan government to come and bomb up the place and lick them up. I'm calling on the police officers to arrest this woman. She just be on either TikTok or WhatsApp, and then she just be making a kind of cartoon image so it wouldn't make out, but her face is there. Post her up. Andy Williams, if I get the picture from the lady who just called, I agree with the lady and all who those complain about that woman. That woman have absolutely no respect. When PNM, satanic PNM was in power, she was not doing that. Like them believe in darkness, they believe in being dark and staying dark forever. They want nothing good in this country. They want us to end up worse than Haiti and other countries who are suffering. I will call on the Commissioner of Police to launch an investigation and Roger Alexander to look deeply into this matter with this lady and put a stop to her, arrest her and charge her, let her know what dangerous crime she's committing. right? Because if somebody was calling to the lady and saying that in the ground report, I don't look for them already. So I'm calling on the Commissioner of Police and Roger Alexander to look into this serious matter with this lady making those dangerous threats to people's life and cursing nasty obscene language towards the Prime Minister. However, blessed day again. Have a wonderful day. May God be with you all. Take care.
Andy, and you know too, this thing started with this threats and getting more prevalent than ever. Is when the PNM use their threats of they are going to get back into power by any means. That is what they said, by any means. So look out for anything from them, right? So people here, all you better keep all your eyes open and pray.
Hey, good morning, my brother. How are you? Hope all is well. I haven't touched base with you all for a while. Now let me tell you something. You see the difference with Gary Griffith. You see all them people were threatening the Prime Minister and Ministers of Parliament. We're talking about the UNC government. All know them lock up. All know them apologizing on TV, live, for what they're saying and getting locked up. That is treason, right? And nothing is taking place. These people that's threatening from left, right, and center, and nothing is taking place. Them supporting another country against your government, right? First, these people dotish. You understand? Them supporting a next country, no be? Yeah? And treason against their own country to assassinate the Prime Minister and Ministers of Parliament. Nah, that is madness, man. I tell you, Gary Griffith was different. Yes, Gary Griffith was different.
Andy, good morning again. And she don't even sound like a Trinidadian. She bawling, she just get a call, police looking for her. That's all she have to say. She take down the video. You don't say it already. You're disrespectful. I hope they hold you and throw away the key. Yeah, so you're talking with the accent. You're not even from Trinidad. Must you have any? They hold her and lock up and throw away the key. And this is her here again, saying how police looking for her. She get a call that police looking for her. This is the same woman again. She said she take it down. But it's still up. She wasting her it's all over still. She have no right to say what she said.
I wouldn't play her video, Trinidad and Tobago. I wouldn't play her video. Because you already say it has thing cussing and all them kind of bacchanal thing in it. And that could be me pushing that video, that nonsense. When I come into the Honorable Kamala Prasadbi says, sir, if I do it, it come like it will spread more. So there we just. But if she says she take it down, if she already said the police looking for she, may she pay for she mouth.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, somebody sent something to me. They say, what's happening in Venezuela? So let's see what's happening in Venezuela. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
About what's happening in Venezuela and give some context from an actual Venezuelan. Maduro bad. Trump, bad. Getting rid of Maduro, good. An American intervention into Venezuela, bad. Now you're going to see a lot of Venezuelans who seem to be in support of this American intervention, not because we're naive or because we don't understand what it could mean. Nobody wants to be bombed by the Yanks, okay? But that should give you an idea as just how desperate Venezuelans are. Maduro is not the legal president of Venezuela. He lost the 2024 election to Edmundo González. That is an indisputable fact. But this isn't so much about the nitty-gritty of the politics as much as it is about the effects of those politics on the people. Imagine this. You wake up, there's no water, as usual. The lights have been out for about 10 hours. Your fridge starts to smell because the power keeps going out. So you're like, okay, I'm going to go out and buy some new food. You get there and the food is even more expensive than it was before. Food has gone up 21.9% in price since just last October. Actually, food prices have gone up 12,000% since 2009. So that's like a tomato being worth $1. Now that same tomato is worth $12,000. That's how crazy the food situation is in Venezuela. These rolling blackouts too that I mentioned have a huge effect on the hospital systems. Often you will be in the middle of surgery and the electricity goes off. So you have a country where you have very little access to food, and we know little access to food usually means a huge increase in crime. That has happened in Venezuela. You have a dangerous country, you don't have access to food, water, electricity, and your hospital systems have been terrible. On top of these brutal living conditions, you have this political violence hovering on top of you. If you speak out about what's happening, you are very likely to be disappeared into El Helicoide, which is the largest torture center in the Americas. In July of 2024 came Operation Tuntun. So basically the government would come knocking on your door if you made any posts that were against the government. And if your neighbors outed you for being out protesting, you would be likely to be kidnapped and sent to this torture center. In just the month of July 2024, 1,900 political prisoners were taken. Those numbers have gone up to over 3,000, most of those being youth and most of those being underage girls. Since 2014, there has been 17,888 politically motivated arrests in Venezuela. More than 8 million Venezuelans have fled the country. Our families are scattered across the world because we can't safely live home. And back in Venezuela, the regime allows mining. It is tearing apart the Orinoco Delta, poisoning rivers with mercury and displacing indigenous people, allowing miners to go into indigenous territories, spreading diseases and kidnapping and human trafficking indigenous women. So when you see Venezuelans expressing support for an invasion, please understand, no one wants to be invaded, especially about what's happening in Venezuela, and give some context from an actual Venezuelan.
What she's saying is no one wants to be invaded by the Yankees, by America. But for the Venezuelans, technically, to want that or encourage that, she are justifying why. Why? Yeah, well, we really don't want that, you know. No bombs, we don't want no invasion, but there's the life in Venezuela. So, hey, Trump, we really don't want that, you know. But all you have to do, we have to do, you know. All you have to do.
Bang, 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 bang.
That's what I interpret in what the young lady is saying. What's your interpretation? And Trinidad and Tobago, at 8 a.m., I'll be interviewing two former presidents of the Works Credit Union. So we will have an idea what's really going on with the Works Credit Union. They said that it have a PNM hand in the Works Credit Union. We know back then, we heard about alleged hands by the former minister, PNM Minister Foster Cummins, within the credit unions. They said that PNM Foster Cummins, I don't know, I'm just asking, has a hand in Works Credit Union too? Well, then I will have to call on the minister under this present government intervention in whatever it is going on in works. So whoever is the minister, and I will find out that credit unions falls under. I would like that minister to look into it. I will also want to find out about the Secretary of Corporations. You know, it is have a big man within Central Bank that oversees, I'm not too sure his name. I'm going to ask about that too. So to each and every one of you works credit union members or credit union members on the whole, what's taking place within works is have been taking place, whether it be Venter, whether it be this credit union, that credit union, somehow politics have risen its head within the credit union movement. And board members and people who are running the credit unions somehow want to remain in power, somehow don't want to give accountability and transparency, somehow not following the bylaws and rules of regulation of the credit unions movement or the various credit unions. And yours truly, the Pitbull of radio, ruff, ruff, this big dog, going to play a particular interest within the credit unions of Trinidad and Tobago, starting with my very own, who am a long-standing shareholder, Works Credit Union. Many members are calling me and complaining of madness going on in Works Credit Union.
Bang, 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 bang.
And when the Pitbull name is called, I always respond.
Hear me name call. Hear me name call.
So 8 o'clock, just look on, let all credit union members from all various credit unions will get an understanding of what's going on in Works at this point in time. And I'll be fair to say it's an extended arm of what's going on in Works are going on in many credit unions in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Good morning. This is Kangali. I'm calling to say the people in this country, some of them, like they don't know what they want. This guy coming to party knows that, like a baby who knows that to scream. They have to get everything right. They have to see that, look at the ghost gang we had in this place. People not working, they drawing a big fat pay. And there's people who are not working, they getting nothing. So the government now trying to get everything clear to stop the CPEP. People talking about that oh, she stopped the CPEP and all kind of thing, but they have to do that to get everything right. And then afterwards, then they're saying that this government looking for war and they're looking for this. But on the long run, if a war really start, is then we go look for protection, or we will look for protection from now. Wet your beard when you see a neighbor house burning. And I think it has some people in this country do think at all. They do like to think about good, they only think about bad and evil in this country. Like they do pray. I don't know. But God is good. I'm a contribution. Yeah.
Wow, I share your sentiments. when it comes to some people in this
Yeah.
country. Thank you so much for your call and your observation. Anything else that you'll have on the front burner that you would like to raise to the people of Trinidad and Tobago?
All right.
Go ahead.
What I would say, we start to pray to Jesus, because that is the only way we should see the light in each other. If prayers is everything, and some people do think about that. This is where the country is going, how it was going down, and this government come to save this country. And I don't know, people not seeing these things. The other government is only spending all the time. And nothing was coming up on the plate, on the table. Most people was without a job. The children might never go to school and whatsoever. No laptop, no nothing. Look, this government come back and they say they'll open back petrol train, they'll give back laptop and all these things. And these are the things you have to wait and see what this government is doing. All the ghost gang and all kind of things. They straighten out that when CPF come back out, they'll be better than how they was before. And I don't know what, some people in this country, I don't know what they want. What they want. They want to stay home and do work and get money. How that could happen? I don't understand it. So this is my contribution.
Go ahead, caller.
A pleasant good morning, Andy and Brown here. Mr. Lennox, Director, Miss Anna, Miss Woodbrook, Miss Shogunas, Mr. Barapur, and Mr. Tunapuna. Andy, you would have to find out if Mr. Tunapuna is okay. We are not hearing him on the air. Mother Bernie, you look amazing last night. How the power of prayer changes things. Let me also say a big thank you to our beloved Prime Minister and her hard-working team on their visit to Tobago. It was a moment in awe to see the welcome given by those children. It was amazing to watch. Tobago, you all are in good hands. And let me repeat a spoken word I heard yesterday. If you have a brother in the mango tree, you will eat. But sometimes you have to depend on a stranger. I love that spoken word yesterday. Moving on, foreign news. Election results. Big wins for Democrats yesterday. We have a new mayor for New York, Zoram Mamdani. Virginia candidate Abigail Spanberger won her governor's seat. New Jersey, Mickie Sherrill won her governor's seat. Also, Californians voted for Proposition 50, which will also allow the Democrats to redraw several congressional districts. Lastly, to Mother Bernie, you heard correctly. Dwayne Gibbs, who served as commissioner from 2010 to 2012, died on October 29th, 2025, after suffering a medical emergency during a triathlon event in Australia. Lastly, thank you, gentlemen, and have a blessed day.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. Andy Williams and Mr. Lennox Smith. Congratulations to Mr. Mickie Kerr and Ms. Santa Cruz. But, Mr. Andy, I have two questions to ask. Isn't TTT a government-run program? And the Playway and other games run within TTT programs? And how come I'm still hearing Tony Lee voice doing Playway and whatnot? He's a ring-down P&M. So I like Mr. Mickie Kerr as chairman to check into that for me, please. Thank you.
well, the playway board is a government, whoever in government that they play the people there. And you're correct, TTT is a state owned. So, boy, let me stay out of that. Must stay out of that. All I will say, it's a very, very unfair situation. But Tony Lee, who is a PNM, well, let's PNM not now, long time. He there a while. So my years of food he go eat. For my years of food he go eat. And nobody else in Trinidad and Tobago. But again, let me stay out of that. Let me stay out of that. I'm going to introduce my boy, my co-host, morning caller. After, let me stay out. Because I see my co-host just smile. But again, let me stay out of that. Morning caller. It hurts. It hurts. And I don't want to get vexed.
Morning to the magnificent tree. Mr. Lennox, Pitbull, and Mickie. Congratulations to Mr. Lennox and Mickie. And congratulations to Andy Arnold. And congratulations to Mr. Lennox, because he's a man holding on no matter what. Right? Whatever happen. Yeah, I was going to talk about something this morning, but I changed my topic this morning. I just want to talk to Trinidad this morning. Just give me that chance. Trinidad, I want to tell all you this morning, the downfall at Trinidad and Tobago where we reach today is directly in the armpit of the PNM. From 1956 come down until now, the PNM has done nothing to the progress of Trinidad and Tobago. I want you all to know that. 30 years at PNM before the NRL come into office in 1986. And when the NRL come into office, Trinidad was actually matching up under Robinson. They had was to move 10% and cola. You remember that? Robinson even tell you couldn't bring in apple and grape to bring back this country, because the country was in a mess after George Chambers was the prime minister at the time when he won in 1986. And then it take Pandey to start bringing this country under some resemblance of a country from 1995. You remember when Pandey came in office, it had the common entrance. Trinidad and Tobago are talking to you this morning. And Pandey say, scrap that common entrance. And where every child must have a secondary education. When they come into power, I was working a water truck every year, carrying water to all over in San Grande. Was half barreled to our home. I tell you all the facts. And we and all used to fall anything on a Sunday and I walk sometime. And when people need water, I just show you something. And Pandey say water for all. And I feel vexed at the time because it cut from 40-something areas to 22 areas. And people started to get water all over Tamana and San Grande environment. Let me tell you something in Trinidad. Pandey say, open the used car industry. When you had to wait 7 years to get a new car from Toyota, you had to pay down to get a new car. When these little black boys and they're running around in Trinidad, they couldn't own a motor car. When you the black boys can't start to page, and when you see them, they're holding their dollar in there and they're feeling so great to own a motor car. Right? Pandey is a man who built 4 stadiums. The Dwight York, Manny Ramjohn, where he built one, he Crawford, and Jean Pierre Complex. Right? Pandey is a man say, all them wood bridge, you are long there in it when the PNM never fix no. Pandey is the man who make all them bridge into concrete. What people thinking, boy? Pandey say, we need secondary schools. After building all over Trinidad, even beach day where the people left, Never opened it. Kamala had also opened it back. When him say in Blantyshire the building school when right, Toko and all get secondary school. Trainer are talking to all you. Right? Pandey finished the highway from Twin City to Wallafield. He finished the highway from Tortuga to San Fernando and built the piece of highway going on to Crossing. When you're coming up from Labre side and you get traffic jam from Rolla by Mongripo. Right? And Pandey built a highway where men could have passed any bag. I know because I used to work truck coming from Guapo, pulling oil sand, and I was in it. Right? So I talking really thing this morning. The downfall of this country straight in the PNM never even give good water, they never give good electricity, give good road. People get up and understand this downfall of this country is straight in the armpit of the PNM. When Kamala come, look at Kamala bring, and she bring Rocket Center, she bring the cycling track, the aquatic center. How much things these UNC do that the PNM do? You could put it side to side. All what the PNM do is close down, train, rice, sugar, right? Cocoa. This copra. They used to bring coconut from this place up in Miaro Day, right? And carry down to CJ in town, like past the street there, right? The coconut. They close down petrol train. They close down the agriculture center. I said that metal. People, what wrong with all you? The PNM is the downfall of Trinidad and Tobago. Decrease Trinidad. And today they're out of office. I'm begging you all, let God be the judge. And keep PNM out of Trinidad and Tobago business if you want Trinidad to progress. That means we could for this in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm talking to all you. They bring CPEC just only to get vote. And at the end of the day, the CPEC workers struggling. They raise minimum wage 3 times by only $7 and I think $7.50. They raise it by. The UNC raised that, right, by $6 from 9 to 6, from 9 to 15, and then moving from 15 to 22.50 in 3 raising time. Let's tell us something this. Kamala didn't raise not gas and diesel in her 5 years term in 2010 to 2015. And she come back in a new term now and drop super by $1. What the PNM do? As they come in and raise gas, in both telling you about their riot yet. PNM never do something to benefit we as Trinidadian. All what they do, they benefit themselves and the Iraqis and send me to the dust. And today, we as a nation struggling to make it. When we will, as a nation can be better than Dubai. Wrong leadership every day. And we voting race all the time. And you're not seeing how your country falling into an armpit. But brother man, take out that big straw from your eye. Then you could take out a little weed from your brother's eye. Take it out and you will see better.
Go ahead, next caller. Go ahead, next caller.
Andy, it's me again, Ann Brown. And to that caller, very well said. And you forget to add to the list. I don't know if I didn't hear you correctly. They scrap the railway and they scrap the train, the railway, and sell that metal for scrap iron. We could have had a vital railway service, taking lots of people to and from. Right, they closed that down as well to add to the list. Thank you.
Go ahead, next caller. Morning. Go ahead, caller.
Anderson.
And Lennox.
Andy Williams, good morning to you, Andy Williams, and good morning to you, Lennox Smith, and good morning to Mickie Kerr, the chairman of all chairs. Good morning to you, Trinidad and Tobago. Andy Williams, I'm watching the Prime Minister in Tobago. The Tobagonians show the Prime Minister so much I love. The future of Tobago show the Prime Minister so much I love. Penny, you see when people show appreciation and represent people, how people they show love. The whole of Tobago show welcome the Prime Minister, show the Prime Minister love, and the PNM behaving sarcastic and unmannerly. Penelope Beckers want the Prime Minister to apologize to she and to apologize for the PNM because she meet the Venezuelan man, and the Prime Minister said how, when she reading from some paper, the Prime Minister said how she supported narco government. That is what you want the Honorable Prime Minister to apologize for, Penny? Why it is from 1956 to now, the PNM in office, and all they never do nothing about the narco trafficking, all the drugs coming in Trinidad. How come all they never do nothing about that? How come all they never speak against that? The last year, why is the PNM was in office, the borders of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Penny, was open for about 3 months. All the boat of them down. I never hear the PNM criticize narco trafficking. That industry was created under the PNM and left alone. Penelope Beckers, you all left that alone. It allegedly people used to make money in the PNM off of that narco trafficking. That is not what I say. That is what world leaders say. And you want the Prime Minister to apologize to you for that? Why didn't ask Stuart Young to apologize for being nasty in Parliament? Why didn't ask Keith Crowley for apologize for being abusive towards a female Prime Minister? But you want an apology? You should apologize, Penny, to every resident in Arima. You should apologize for representing them for 40 years. And today that electoral district is the most dangerous electoral district under your watch, under the PNM watch. We borders was open and we had the most amount of drugs and guns and narco trafficking coming in this country. And next thing I want to ask, how it is custom and exile can seize contraband rum, and then after them contraband rum end up in Keith Rowley office and in all them PNM ministers and them function. That same seized rum, how come that could happen in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago? That is not what I said. That's what the finance minister telling you all in the parliament. Penny, answer that question, Penny. How it is seize alcohol that custom and exile seize end up all in the Port of Spain mayor function? How? When that's supposed to be in an evidence room. Nobody again lock up but to distribute to all them PNM MPs and them. That's why when Barry Panara take office and he go into the Whitehall, he had to take out cases at rum. That is why Ole could not represent the people. Ole was drunk. Andy Williams, can somebody ask Penny to answer how come illegal alcohol end up in the PNM functions and in ministers' office? How? Good day to you, Andy Williams and Lennox Smith. Bye.
Thank you very much. Lennox Smith, I sent something on your WhatsApp there. Right? Two things. So you'll be more informed of what it is the interview at 8 o'clock going to be about. Because I could also recall you and all, and Mickie at a point, making interventions of what it is really taking place where the poor man's bank, which everybody in Trinidad and Tobago knows, the poor man's bank is the credit unions of Trinidad and Tobago. And we know that it was alleged that the former minister who was in charge of credit unions, Foster Cummins, had all kind of hand and all kind of thing in all kind of credit union with all kind of alleged inside trading. Lennox Smith, Andy Williams is a member, a shareholder of the Works Credit Union for years. Members are calling me, telling me about improprieties that are going on in Works Credit Union. A feeling somehow of a P&M grip within Works Credit Union. I'm hearing that the bylaws of the credit union are not being followed. I'm going to interview 2 former presidents of the Works Credit Union. I also call on everybody that is members of Works Credit, well, besides Works Credit Union, but credit unions on the whole, to lock on Lennox Smith here. Why? Because the problem with Works Credit Union, Lennox Smith, is not only a Works Credit Union problem. I go deal with the Works because I'm a member, a shareholder of that. But what we are seeing in recent years is that same problem, not only in Works, whether it's Ventor, whether it's this credit union, that credit union, somehow a serious transparency problem, a dictatorship, and people that who are in power or who are in charge of the various credit unions don't want to relinquish power. I'm also hearing that the commissioner of credit unions, which I'll be going and have a serious for calling him out wherever he are. I think he will be in finance building. I'll call out his name because I heard that he was written to get involved within the improprieties that are going on in Works Credit Union. But somehow the board that is in charge, it's alleged now that they technically have the commissioner of credit unions. If I'm stating it right, Lennox, if I'm not correct with it, let me know.
I certainly will.
Right, so the person who in charge of all credit unions is the commissioner of credit unions.
Yeah, that's right. That is the what is called the supervisory or legal entity to regulate that particular area of national life.
What I would like you to do is Google who is the commissioner of credit unions, Lennox Smith. Find out how long that commissioner of credit unions have been there, because it have no way under this commissioner of credit unions that nearly all the credit unions in Trinidad and Tobago are coming under serious conflict when it comes to improprieties and bylaws of the credit union movement not being uplifted or upheld by the people that was voted and put in power.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Because the whole allegation to where the former minister who was in charge of credit unions, Foster Cummins, Lennox Smith, I want to know if that same commissioner of credit unions, the man who in charge, the entity that's supposed to be overlooking all credit unions to make sure that everything is running above board, he was there all around Foster time and that gone. Foster not there, that's still going on. He's still there? Or she? What's her name, Lennox Smith? Or his name? The person who in charge of credit unions.
Well, the information I have personally is it appears to be women. That's the first thing. Secondly, we have an acting commissioner whose name is Charmaine Macmillan Simmons, and she has taken over from Deborah Ann Scott.
When she take over from Deborah Ann Scott, so Deborah Ann Scott was under the former Cummins and the former...
and also served as an acting commissioner, according to So it appears that they have not been any titular or leger commissioner in terms of solidifying the position. What I'm observing is that there have been acting commissioners, and I don't know if that might have caused some degree of compromising their responsibility, because we have seen that happen on too many occasions. The Security Exchange Commission, for example, didn't do well, and of course, as a consequence, we had the situation with CL Financial and Clico, and now we are seeing that the cooperative movement, which includes, of course, credit unions, also, of course, in a shambolic state of affairs. But the gentleman that I saw in the picture, incidentally, he comes regularly on George Street in the water hole next door. And I was saying that he's an attorney at law. I spoke to him to assist some guys around here. I didn't realize that he was so actively involved. But probably we'll get him to express his own concern. He's a bit I
find out from too.
I'm a shy guy. But I think I think that issue is very dear to his heart, having regard to what I'm seeing in the media, and therefore I'm sure he would want to make himself available to
but I also,
for us to interrogate him, to quiz him on the matter.
I also want to find out who under our government, who under the Kamala Prasad Bisesa government, who is the minister that credit unions fall under.
Most likely it would be Labour, but I will confirm.
All right,
most
confirm
likely
that.
it will be.
It's very, very serious thing.
Yeah.
And the Labour minister under this government is who?
Batiste, the former head of the PSA, Lenroy Batiste.
Mr. Batiste. He seems to me, the Pitbull, as a credible fella.
Oh yeah. I could vow that as well. I concur with that position. I met with him on 2 occasions. We, in fact, we have a memorandum between ourselves here at George Street, and we are going to negotiate the details of it to sort of cooperate in a way to assist with employment opportunities and other opportunities that his portfolio will bring. For example, Nedco falls under him now. He was a bit concerned when last we met, but that is now firmly in his grasp. And we have also those persons who would have been victims of the poor performances of their businesses as a consequence of COVID. And there was a grant. Remember, there was some talk that that grant was terminated.
But we got to deal with that.
His intervention caused the grant to be still on the cards for persons who would have been affected, the small and micro businesses that might have been affected by the closure and the closing down by the government.
But we got to deal with that, because that is very important, and that need a program by itself, because it's unfair when it comes to Netco.
I just wanted to make a general statement.
Nice.
I just was making a general statement as to the nature of the guy and his ministry. But I'm not going to elaborate. I know that this is the credit union, and of course, in particular, the Works Credit Union.
Which I, as a member, I, as a shareholder, the Pitbull, have all right that I can talk out with the kind of complaints that I'm getting. What time this acting commissioner of credit unions just go to office and get the office number? I want to call the acting commissioner live.
Yeah, I certainly.
We had to call that person.
It might be interesting, of course, as a background to read excerpts of the article itself that you sent to me. It seemed to be making very interesting reading. Tensions flare outside the Works Credit Union office in Port of Spain yesterday as scores of frustrated members stood in protest demanding transparency and an urgent special general meeting to address what they describe as serious governance breaches. Speaking on their behalf, former President Augustus Thomas, a long-serving member of the credit union since 1997, alleged the current board may have overstayed its time, ignored member petitions, and spent funds without an approved budget. Their term expires since May.
Yeah, them
May.
powerful, eh? They're
And up
powerful.
now they are still running the credit union without a budget. Thomas told Guardian Media, of course, during the protest, we are in November and they continue to spend members' money without approval. That is unconstitutional and unacceptable. Yes, indeed. So that's the excerpt part I would like. So people get a glean or have been able to glean from that what the issue is. It is a governance problem. It's legality and illegality in terms of not following their own bylaws as to when elections should take place for the selection or election of an executive to manage the affairs of the credit union. So, and you're quite right.
So let me ask,
where is the commissioner in all of this?
So the commissioner is supposed to get involved in this, but should what about my goodly friend that I know is a very honest man, a man that I know, Kamla Prasad Bisesa handpicked to be the labor minister, a man that I know or I believe in fair play, honesty, transparency, and accountability. A former union member or a former president of the PSA, Mr. Baptiste, does he and all have a role to play in this thing?
Let me make sure that that is under his portfolio because I think I can send you his number. I'm sure that he will be very accommodating. Because he has been on every occasion that I would have called him impromptu without any pre-arrangement or any pre-appointment, and he would have answered his phone once he has the time, of course, or he would say that he's in a meeting or he's indisposed for the moment and call back and when so to do. So he's that kind of individual.
Well, all right.
I have
send me that.
I have made him out to be.
Send me the honorable minister, if that is his portfolio, Mr. Baptiste, phone number, please, because he have to get involved in this too. Yeah. All and the commissioner, get the number for the commissioner of credit unions too, the acting one. Yeah. She or he is a she had to get involved in this too.
Yes.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
I ain't done there, you know. If I can't get satisfaction as a member, as a shareholder, I'll go on a very serious campaign. Very serious campaign of hitting that road. I'll go in front of the Commission of Credit Unions building. I'll go in front of my own minister, whoever is that minister in charge, or credit unions fall under office, to plead for intervention. If we can put what it is wrong right when it comes to Works Credit Union.
Bang, 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 bang.
Before I go make them calls for those interviews, I will interview the two members, one former presidents one time. Morning caller. Morning caller.
Blessed morning, Andy. Blessed morning, Doc. Blessed morning, Trinidad Tobago. Andy, I remember I worked at credit union. I have 4 accounting works credit union there. And the more like the money is them only. They have one teller there working there. When they go like I said, beg them to see the manager and all them kind of thing there. I find work credit union, the jackass and they see with Pitbull money, they call it the Pitbull credit union, right? They are better because that topic with the worst credit union there. Because the last time I go on there, one cashier, the line long outside by the door there, and it have 2 cashiers. For that credit union there, you know. You're already looking into that credit union. So you go and fall in the credit union and people don't want to leave or what?
Yeah. Well, you get lock on, stay lock on. You go get what's going on. You will find out what is going on. Go ahead, next caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Where are you calling from and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Andy, good morning. Lennox, good morning. And Mr. Chairman, Mickie K, good morning. Hey, Andy. Lennox, is all you there?
Yes, my brother. You go ahead, Malcolm X.
Right. Right now listening to the 7 o'clock news where this opposition chief whip calling on the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security to resign because there wasn't fear to the people of Trinidad and Tobago on last Friday where they call out the army and they call out this one and the panic. I wonder if these people really have a part to play with this panic thing. But if you know the country was under panic, which I don't know how much people was panicked, to me was more them people was panicking. Not the whole of Trinidad and Tobago was panicking. Them people was panicking. And I find out before in a week time, all you could call on people, the Prime Minister to resign. I want to find out from Trinidad and Tobago. Is this man Gonzalez, Marvin Gonzalez, who we named the Lupino man, I wonder if he really want in both. Camille Regis and in both and Stuart Young and Rowley and them to come back in power. Or you really want these people back in power? Why all you didn't call on the government for Gerard Hines to resign as Minister of National Security? Why all it didn't come clear with Trinidad and Tobago and say who training people in the desalination plan was training people and looking to build one, or they did start to build one to take over Wassa? Why all it didn't come clean with that to tell me who is the 1%, who is the biggest shareholder and controller, the CEO for the P&M? Why all you didn't come clean with the people with that? Why it is everything this government only 6 months and some days is everything is a problem with all you? When for 9 years we had real problem with all you and all you wasn't criticizing nothing. All you really feel Trinidad and Tobago stupid boy in both and this Newman, George and all of them to come back. And you know we're on my front burner. And I'm serious with that this morning, Andy. I don't care who bets lost and who want to say I talking about the government bad and this and that and the other. The government promised that they will make contract workers wait for 10 years, get permanency, that they could have a proper job security. They could go by the embassy, they could go by the bank. I want to know why it is we sending home people by the HBC. We have 13 years and how much years? Or you're sending them home to bring new people to do the same job. I appealing to the Prime Minister, the Minister of Labour. All you seize that immediately and make the people and them in the position, because it have some young people with family who are looking to send home on the breadline. That ain't looking good. And to me, I am not supporting that. although I vote for the government, but I didn't vote for a government to fix me or to fix my family. I vote a government to get rid of evil, wicked, corrupted people. And I am saying, let me fix the people who permanent instead of sending them home to bring home people. We only had 2 and 3 and 4 days in HDC and always sending home people with 13 years. I appealing to Mr. Khan, the chairman, if you is part of that, all you immediately check and see about the people and them and let the family. This is not CPEP and URP, you know. This is HDC with Newman, George and Rowley and them bringing their own set of company. We was taking the money with they call this, these people who was lending money to buy AGC house, TTMF, and all of them, and all they was looking to destroy AGC. What I am saying this morning, Trinidad and Tobago, the right thing is the right thing. Because the last thing I talked to Lennox about the cane and the colony workers who gain back pay and gain land, and how much of them parents their land, and how much of them sell all the agricultural land in Bath area, and all about where they're selling agricultural land for big, big money, and Biden and all kind of big business putting up. All you say, I bad talking the government. I'm a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm born in a P&M house, but I'm not dying no P&M. The right thing is the right thing. Rowley make me realize that P&M is not for poor black people. He'll bring that sense to me when he say the rich have to get rich and the poor have to remain poor with coal, pot and bicycle and them things. So all you get it straight. I am a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to die for this country because jump low, me ain't picking up no gun to kill no little boy where I grew up. We don't know. Me ain't picking up no gun to fight with nobody. But if Venezuela attack Trinidad, I have to defend Trinidad, I don't know. So all you jump and put it in all your head. I am a Trinidadian by birth, and my father is a Grenadian, and I love Grenada. With the policy, plenty more than the policy with the African Trinidadians have here. So all you be straight. I'm telling Mr. Khan, look into this thing in HDC, and I am looking into it because it's 48 years service I give them, and it's unfair to see all this sending home people, bringing in people, and it's young people who had a family, we're going home. I'm serious with that. Take note, Andy have a blessed day, Mickie K have a better day, and Lennox, I want you to listen to this because people using some racial statement, I am not going to take part of it. Who have to go home, let them go home. The delinquent managers and them, all in sending them home, who mismanage and who was paying foster comments on them, and in paying people and in making people permanent and these things, all in dealing with them. All they dealing with the little fella who had 13 years service, 2 young baby, and a wife to maintain, and a mortgage to pay. I'm serious with that, and Malcolm X going to be always a revolutionist on that train by the leaders who teach what is the meaning of fairness and justice, like the young leader we have in Africa right now. All you have a good day.
Thank you very much. Right, let me call these 2 former presidents of Works Credit Union by the time Lennox Smith. Oh boy.
I did send, of course, the ministers. I can confirm that area is under the portfolio or ambit of the Ministry of Labor, and the name of the ministry in totality, let me make sure and get it right, is the Ministry of Labor Small and Micro Enterprise Development. So that it has that aspect of NETCO and, as I say, for small business responsibility. So that the overall responsibility will be the Ministry of Labor as far as and there's a cooperative, of course, development division within. And of course, inside of that, you have the responsibility or the portfolio or the regulatory responsibility of the Commissioner of Cooperatives.
Wow.
And before that, it might be very interesting. Before that, of course, between 2023 and early 2025, which was before the present government took office, this function was under the purview of the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service, meaning that putting Foster Cummins, of course, smack in the middle of all of this. He was the minister with that portfolio under the PNM administration. Yes.
Hold on, former president of Works Credit Union, Mr. Otley. I want to get in contact with the next one to confront this. The next former one, which is, I think, Mr. Roberts. Mr. Otley, Mr. Roberts is the next former one, right?
Mr. Thomas.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Thomas. Okay, hold on there, hold on. Yes, Lennox Smith, go into some history there with what, remember,
yes.
because we get some improprieties, as you
so
say,
that is some of the information that may be relevant, and we can attach it to this particular development, and that is, of course, the protest, which is now, of course, unfolding before our very eyes in terms of dissatisfaction by members of the Works Credit Union. Mr. Augustus Thomas led the entire exercise from the information we have, and I see that we are now searching for him in terms of a contact. Let me just read a little more whilst Andy tried to make the communication. Thomas said the supervisory committee signed off on the union's financial accounts in June, which, according to the organization's bylaws, should have triggered an annual general meeting within 1 month. Instead, he claimed the board did not act on the SGM request, and a member-driven effort to call the meeting was reportedly blocked. So, bylaw triggered, responses by the incumbent, negative. Members, of course, that are very concerned, decided to make it public and make it known. Thomas said the supervisory committee, yes, signed off, right. We collected 192 signatures requesting the SGM. The meeting was advertised, then suddenly pulled from the newspaper and the internet. Yeah, he said when we went to court, the matter was pushed to the Commissioner of Cooperative Development, and still nothing happened. Thomas said both the Ministry of Finance and the Cooperative Commissioner were made aware of the situation, but expressed concern that there had been delays in ensuring compliance with the Cooperative Societies Act. The Commissioner's silence is unacceptable, he declared. This is how the Hindu Credit Union and First National Credit Union fell apart. If this continues, Works Credit Union could be next. So there are serious concerns, clearly, from some of the intimations and the information that would have been emanating from those concerned members. Let me continue with the article. As members stood outside holding placards and voicing their anger, Thomas said the group's next move would be to reclaim control of the credit union if the SGM is not called. How that will be done? Let's see what he's recommended. Hope is not physically, but let's see. This organization belongs to us, the members. If they refuse to call the meeting, 192 of us will walk inside and take our seats. We are not going to court again, he said, as members nodded in agreement. We will take back our credit union. Thomas also alleged that some board members may be remaining in office for personal benefits. He added that in his view, certain practices appeared to be inconsistent with the bylaws. My life savings and my children's legacy are here, Thomas said. We will not let Works Credit Union become another Hindu credit union. Guardian Media reached out to the president of the credit union, Don D'Souza, who opted not to comment on the claims made by the members. Efforts to contact the Commissioner of Cooperative Development on the matter were unsuccessful. So it appears that there's a standoff, as well as there is a deafening silence, as well as positions seem to have been compromised as the silence continue and the standoff seem to generate some kind of deterioration in that particular credit union's. What it does to the ordinary person out there wanting to look for a credit union to probably be associated with, to become a member, certainly it's not good advertising at all. And that generally not augur well for the credit union movement in general. Works, of course, is a long-standing credit union, as Mr. Thomas said. He was there since 92, thereabout. And here it is, we have a situation today where the executives seem to be in breach of the bylaws, and all that is required at this point in time is a legitimate general meeting, and that's it. And that should clear the air. Why it is that the incumbents are not prepared to do that, or engage in delay tactics. The annual general meeting should clear that. So let's good sense prevail, and let sober heads come together on all sides and get the interests of the credit union going, in the interest of the wider credit union movement.
Nice. Well, I will continue to try to get in contact with Mr. Thomas. His phone is busy right now. So, but by the meanwhile, we have our next former president here, which is Mr. Utley. Mr. Utley, a pleasant good morning to you. I'm sure you are aware of what's making the news and what's going on in the credit union in which you used to preside over. Could you give us an idea of what Mr. Thomas is talking about, what stakeholders or shareholders are talking about? For a matter of fact, what the hell going on in Works Credit Union?
Are you still a member? Are you still a member?
Good morning, Andy, and your fellow
Lennox Smith.
Oh, yes. Okay. Good morning, Lennox. Okay, my name is
Mute Lennox.
My name is Fitzroy. My name is Fitzroy Utley. Now, I've been a member of the credit union for more than 40 years. And I serve on the board of directors for more than 35 years. I was the president of the credit union for probably the longest service president, between 14 and 15 years as president of the organization. Over the last 5 years, close to 5 years, maybe about 4 years, there has been some real problems with some of the newcomers who came on the board. I myself assisted in coming on the board because they must have changed. And they felt that they need to take over. And in that drive, with their connection with some people from the Ministry of the cooperative department, orchestrated this plan to get rid of me and to expel me from the credit union, and which was done not conforming to the rules of our bylaws. So I am in between. I am waiting. I've written the commissioner, I've written to the minister, and in this case, ministers. I've written to them. They have refused to answer. I've asked them to give me an interpretation of the expulsion rules, and they all skip over the most critical rule. So I'm waiting for them still. So as far as I am concerned, if you were running an organization, there's only one way in which you could run it, and that is by conforming to the rules that dictate the pace of the organization. Anytime you go against the rules, then we have a problem. So there is my position in terms of the credit union. But I've been looking at what is taking place now. And as I said, I am a sticker for the rules. And by looking at what is taking place in the credit union, all the actions of the present board are against the bylaws of the organization. The problem is that there are certain personnel in the commissioner's department who are supporting the nonsense that is taking place. For whatever reason, I don't know.
What department they're saying they're the commissioner of credit unions department?
The commissioner for cooperative development.
For cooperative developments. Okay.
That is
the part of the ministry that handles that, is supervising
regulation,
that aspect of the portfolio of that ministry.
So what you've had over the last couple of years is officers from the commissioner's department engaging with the board in the running of the organization. So
that was supposed to be like that. I don't think it's.
This is what I'm telling you. All the rules. You cannot be a regulator and be sitting on the board of the very organization that you're supposed to regulate. That is madness. So the people on the board don't know what the hell going on, what they're doing, and they are relying on the regulatory sector of the government who don't even know what their responsibilities are. And I was in a meeting with the present minister, a couple of weeks ago, and I told him, if you need advice, talk to me. Talk to me, because when coming to credit union bylaws and the Cooperative Societies Act of 1971, I am an expert. I am not a lawyer, but you cannot be running an organization, the president of the organization for more than 14 years and don't know the rules. And I challenge anybody in this country on that matter, on that score. So let's come back to Works Credit Union. There's a lot of members
let me don't get it too drawn out because we will lost listenership, right? So let us organize, make the PowerPoints. Let's get to the point so people will understand at the hell what's going on in Works Credit Union, especially.
All right, so Andy,
yes,
you asked me the question and I'll answer it, and I'll answer it directly.
Lennox Smith, go ahead and ask them the important questions that people want to know when it comes to the credit union at this point in time, and the danger in which it is Mr. Thomas talk about, and the danger in which it is Mr. Otley, who have most of the experience in that credit union, is talking about. Go ahead, Lennox Smith.
Having regard to
one by one
all of the nuances that clearly are of a negative nature, and having your own experience, but before that, I want to find out what local standard you now have, because if you are expelled, I assume that your money or whatever investment you would have made is still there. How does that work from regulatory or legal perspective? I just want to get that for clarity and for any future situation that may occur, such as this.
Well, I've been expelled, and I objected to it, which I have a right to do. I raise it as a dispute, and once you raise a matter as a dispute, then the action stops until we have the dispute dealt with. So as far as I am concerned, I raise it as a dispute with the Commissioner's Department, and I'm still awaiting a response from the Commissioner's Department since that time to now. So I have not been in the credit union since that time, so I don't even know what is going on with my account. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm still a member until the matter of the dispute is settled. So I'm outside waiting on a department that is not, as far as I'm concerned, the cooperative department is not functioning. It's not functional. So that is my position.
Right, but we don't want things to go bad. But Lennox Smith is right to ask that question. But we don't want your dispute or you get in the way of what is the current issues, right? That have been raised via the media by Mr. Thomas, a former president too. So let us go to what is the current issues with the Works Credit Union, not you. Where the Works Credit Union.
And so, of course, the question of the general meeting that was supposed to be held, the fact that the auditing of documents have already been accomplished in preparation from what we have gleaned from the newspapers for the annual general meeting, or whatever you call it, but of course to elect functioning executive. Could you give us a perspective there?
Okay, the Act, Cooperative Societies Act regulation, and our bylaws state that once the audit report for the year has been completed and submitted, the annual general meeting must take place within 1 month of the receipt of that report. That is the law. 1 month. From the information we've had, the report was submitted sometime in June.
Yes.
And we are now in November. Do the maths.
Yeah. So it means, therefore, there is a clear and conspicuous breach. What is the remedy? Because those who are leading that protest have said 193 member petition saying that they will simply invade the premises and physically take charge of the operation. Having regard to the fact that the matter was in court, the court seemed not to be too concerned, and then the regulatory mechanism that is supposed to resolve that is not, or put another way, according to them, is dysfunctional. What is happening there? What advice you would give to them? For long-standing, of course, and one who is now outcast.
Let me answer that. What has happened is that the supervisory committee of the organization is charged with the responsibility of supervising all aspects and operation of the organization, all. And in the pursuing their work over the last year, the supervisory committee recognized certain activities questionable activities that were taking place. And according to the bylaws, the supervisory committee suspended the president. And the law states, the rules say that once the president is, once a director is suspended, a special general meeting must be held to deal with the suspension. Listen to what the supervisory committee has to say, listen to what the director has to say, and make a decision. That special general meeting was somehow ruled out by the commissioner's department or by officers in the commissioner's department. When that happened...
Wait, but how that possible? Do they even have a say? Is that department have a say in whether the general council call for a meeting, whether or the day-to-day running of the corporation or the credit union? How?
No. The commissioner's department cannot direct the supervisory committee in terms of the supervisory committee doing its job. Let the members decide. This is a cooperative is an autonomous body. Yes, you have a regulator, but it is an autonomous body, democratically run. So we have a situation. We have to go in stages. The supervisory committee took a decision after examining the issues in the credit union, and rightfully took a decision to suspend someone and call for a special general meeting to deal with the issue, to bring it before the membership as they supposed to. The cooperative department intervened. After they intervened, the membership of the organization, having seen the advertisement for the special general meeting, signed a petition and sent it to the secretary to convene a special general meeting to hear what the supervisory committee has to say. According to the rules of the organization, once 100 members signed a petition and asked for the convening of a special general meeting, the secretary shall convene the special general meeting to deal with the issue. The secretary ran back to this cooperative department and get a member of staff of the cooperative department to block the special general meeting that the owners of the organization demanded. Wow. Listen to the craziness that is taking place. A member, Andy, you are a member of the organization, but you're not only a member, you are part owner of the organization. And the rules say, once the secretary receives a petition signed by 100 members, that meeting shall be convened. The secretary has no other alternative but to convene the meeting. So the secretary ran back to her friends in the cooperative department. And
but is that not a conflict of interest where the secretary disobeying the laws of the credit union and going to the body that's supposed to be regulating the credit union to technically make decisions for the credit union owners, which is myself and many other people who is members and shareholders of the same credit union?
Of course. Of course it is a conflict. It is a gross, disregard for the bylaws of the organization. And that is the crux of the matter. You cannot
You cannot disfranchise. And let me tell you, the bylaws call for the signature of 100 members. In this instance, there was a petition signed by 192 members, almost doubling the amount that the bylaws required. That meeting should have taken place since in August, and the members insist that that meeting must come off. It must come off. This is the rights of the members we're talking about. So this dotishness that is taking place in the credit union is shaking the very stability that we took years to build and years to protect. Works Credit Union was noted as one of the best run credit unions in the country. And I'm devastated to think the state that the credit union is in at this present time. And the only thing that will save the credit union at this point in time is the convening of the special general meeting. And this is what is being demanded right now.
Okay.
Once the special general meeting is convened and the facts are laid before the special general meeting, that meeting will have the authority to say yea, nay, and then the credit union move on, because the members would have spoken.
So
and what
it is we're looking for is a special convening of the of the members, general council meeting. That's what we call it.
No, a special general meeting.
A special general meeting.
Yeah, in the credit union system, you have the annual general meeting. But in between, you have a special general meeting that could be held. Okay? In our bylaws, there are 5 entities that have the power to convene, to give instructions to convene a special general meeting in our bylaws. 1, the president. The president on his own self, on his own behalf, could he give instruction to the secretary to convene a special general meeting to deal with an issue that the president wants to bring before the membership. 2, the board of directors. So the board of directors could sit in a meeting and decide, well, look, listen, we need to have a special general meeting. The board take a decision and give the secretary instructions to convene a special general meeting, and the matter is being dealt with. 3, the supervisory committee. The supervisory committee has the authority, after examining the issues in the credit union, prepare a report and instruct the secretary to convene a special general meeting, and the bylaws say the supervisory committee shall present that report to the meeting, the special general meeting, not the board, the meeting, because the report may be against the board.
All right, and 4, who's the next one? So you tell me 3.
4.
Yeah.
I told you, right. The 4th one is the commissioner of cooperatives or his representative. So if the commissioner finds that there is something that is going on in the credit union, and as the regulator, he sees the necessity to call a special general meeting, the commissioner inform and instruct the secretary to convene a special general meeting. And at that meeting, the commissioner shall chair the meeting. And the fifth entity is the signatures of 100 members. And that is in the bylaws, which states that upon receipt of the signatures of 100 members, this is a meeting on demand. It is noted as a meeting on demand. The secretary shall convene the special general meeting. Because this is the owners of the organization who is now saying, we want to have a meeting, and this shall be what we want to discuss. The secretary cannot go to the board and say, 100 members ask for a meeting, what all you think? The secretary cannot run to the cooperative department and say, look, 100 members ask for a meeting, what all you think? The only thing the secretary has to do is to convene the meeting. That's the only thing the secretary has to do, convene the meeting. So what the whole geriatrics was taking place right now is because there is a relationship between the secretary, the president, and certain officers who are in the commissioner's department, who are preventing the smooth operation, and they're contributing to the bacchanal that is taking place in the organization.
Wow.
People need, and let me borrow a word from somebody. People need to stay in the lane.
Okay.
People need to stay in the lane.
And people overlapping in serious lanes and unconstitutional lanes at this point in time. All right. Where's Lennox Smith? Did you get the commissioner's phone number? Where's the number for the commissioner's office?
Not yet. I'll get it momentarily because I was so absorbed in the comedy of error that seemed to be the reality of the Works Credit Union, and its elasticity seemed to be one that is running around in a circle, and one side or one entity seemed not to know their role and responsibility, or put another way, because as human beings, they have conspired to make certain that they remain in power and therefore in office. That is what I'm getting from the statements made and the revelations given by this former head of that credit union. I mean, where does it end? Where does it end? Let me see if I get that number for the cooperative.
Andy,
should I say supreme regulator are talking about it?
Oh, that's the name of the person. Supreme regulator. That's it. Where's the proper name?
But yeah, I had to say they are the supreme. They are supposed to take over. But it appears that they have abandoned that because some elements within the incumbency seem to have more influence than anybody else, and thus
including the shareholders. Right, but could I say the commissioner of credit unions? But could I also address the lady who at this point in time is the acting? Could I refer her as the commissioner of credit unions, or that is not the right name and is
acting commissioner of
the term is commissioner for cooperative development.
Commissioner of cooperative development.
Yeah.
Commissioner of cooperative development.
Now there's one thing before I take my departure, gentlemen, is that all that I've just told you, I could go in the Works Credit Union bylaws and the Cooperative Societies Act and point out to you the exact sections that cover what I say. I challenge you, both of you, when you are asking anybody else from the commissioner department
to point out to you which part in the Cooperative Societies Act the commissioner has the authority to direct the operations of the supervisory committee in the organization.
Wow.
Just that one simple question. One simple question.
All right. All right.
All right?
Thank you so much, former president of Works Credit Union. And I realize these days, Lennox, this kind of people who in power want to remain in power, not only happening in Works Credit Union, that going on in all the credit union in Trinidad and Tobago. Wait, is going on like it's a virus, people that what? Like it has some kind of money there, like it's some kind of...
I mean, if we're on that topic, it goes beyond that. Because the Honorable Prime Minister had to complain about that with Angostura, had to complain about that with respect to TSTT. I mean, it seemed to be a plague of persons who know that they refuse to face reality, that circumstances have changed, and people don't want them where they would normally be dominant, and they refuse blatantly to remove themselves, even though they have no legal status or no local standard to be there. I sent you three numbers. The first is I'm sending you three numbers. The first is the one I would suggest you try, and then you follow up with the others if you are not successful.
All right.
So I'm sending it now. Yeah.
All right.
So it's there now. Yeah. So we have that kind of development taking place throughout the various institutions that are crucial to the advancement of Trinidad and Tobago, and it cannot continue like this, because once you have that level of chaos, once you have that level of and the young people are watching that, and if they see that as part of the course, when they get in, you're going to see it, of course, as part of they're going to see it as part of the legacy that they have inherited, and maybe make things worse, because this certainly didn't come overnight. It had to be over time that people saw that they could manipulate the system and or the institutional apparatus that they would have attached themselves to for over a very long period of time, and they simply orchestrated to make it dysfunctional. We saw it, of course, even in the police service, you saw it there. Yeah, of course, and what is unfolding now in the prison service as well. So Trinidad and Tobago has a lot of introspection to do, and a lot of cleanup by good people who really have the interest, not just of the institution, but of the wider society at heart. It reminds me of what they say about power. Power intoxicates and makes men giddy. And in the case of what we are talking about now, it means that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that is the formula, or should I say the factors that are now unfolding before us, because inside of that, clearly, is for people's personal interests, who they would like to see there, who they would prefer to give a loan, the power to make people eat or not eat, and the power to sustain their own corrupt and profligate propensity. That's what we are seeing there. It's clear. Those are all of the ingredients for a dysfunctional and eventually collapsed institution. And the former head is right. We saw that with respect to the Hindu Credit Union, and he was very, very meticulous. In fact, in the article itself, they were claiming that they don't want to fall in a similar vein like that of the Hindu Credit Union. When somebody or one group of persons has become so powerful that when time comes for them to be removed, they simply will not go.
I'll try the next number now. Let me get on to so it's the Commissioner of Cooperatives Regulatory.
Cooperatives, yes.
Commissioner of Cooperatives.
Commissioner of Cooperatives, and that cooperative division of the ministry. Corporate development. Commissioner of Cooperative Development.
Oh, Commissioner of Cooperative Development.
Yeah.
Which part that commissioner this be?
Where the offices, boy? Let me check that.
Because it look like they answer the phone like that. This institution don't work. Because the number they send me the one ringing out. This next number ringing out. Nobody answering the phone.
Right,
10 to 9. Government institutions and institutions like these supposed to don't be opening 8 o'clock. But 10 to 9, you can make a call and go to these people and them.
Well, that is another location of the dysfunctionality of which we have observed from not just this, but other institutions in the country. This is just a microcosm, it appears. Let me see if we'll get the address. Number. I want to get the address.
All right, so that number and all, no answer. I'm going to try the next one. You tell me a government institution or a serious entity like that. 9 minutes to 9. Phone ringing out, nobody to answer, not a secretary, nobody. Something wrong.
It's quite up there. I'm getting a number that is in address that is in Tulapuna, you know. How is that possible? Address and phone number of the Office of the Commissioner for Cooperative Development in Trinidad. And it's saying here, level 1, ANVA Plaza, 16 to 20 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Trinidad. I thought that would have been somewhere in Port of Spain.
St. Augustine.
Yeah, it's a Tunapuna, they say.
Well, nobody ain't answering it. No.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that it's not in Port of Spain, having regard to the significance of that particular entity, unless it is just superficial and people never paid it any mind, except elements in the PNM who see it as an opportunity to exploit, as we have seen.
Somebody says in Port of Spain now they move. Let somebody say it's in Port of Spain now they move. I had to find out where that place is. Like I gotta go in front of that commissioner place. I'll have to go in front of works, calling on the secretary to convene the meeting based on the bylaws that the shareholders and over 100 shareholders signing something where they have 192, which that is no question. They can't question that. And then from that, going to the secretary, I'll be going to the commissioner office. Yeah.
You had to find it first.
You had to find it.
You had to know wait is first. Because I'm checking here and I'm seeing address for Tobago. Level 2, Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex, G-10 Post Office, Scarborough, Tobago.
Oh,
let me go again.
Oh boy. We go find out.
Yeah, of course. This is the ground report. We're bound to find out. Nice. Somebody will tell us if we have been a challenge. It appears that they hide that thing, because if it's in Tonopuna, that place is. I'm surprised that this is in Tonopuna and there's all this government space that we have on the plaza, in the government plaza and all that will have an important entity or institutions like that in outside of Port of Spain. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Let's turn on Tobago. Because we can't get on, I gotta call them out.
Well, try to get the minister, and he would.
I hear there's St. Vincent Street. The minister himself. Let me see.
The address. Yeah,
let me try the minister.
Yeah, get the minister. Let's Let's hear
What,
if he knows about it. And
six
whether or
minutes.
not. Or two.
It's 6 minutes too. So here when we will organize with our minister, I will deal with the minister when I call in all the minister to get involved in this thing. When I go to the secretary office of Works Credit Union, and when I go to the commissioner's office, well, I hear it's in St. Vincent Street. And in my call to boat, calling out of the boat, the secretary of cooperative and the secretary of Works Credit Union, I'll be asking the minister if he is aware of this is what's going on, and we need his immediate intervention into this travesty.
I mean, it requires urgent attention. In fact, I would say it's an imperative now. It's not just because too many simple people's lives are going to be negatively affected by such deliberate dysfunctionality. People simply don't want to adhere to rules. You see? Right, so here it is, the cooperative. I see a press release coming out from the commissioner's office saying, of course, the Cooperative Development Division, led by Commissioner for Cooperative Development, acting, Mr. Deborah Ann Scott. So, is responsible for the regulation and supervision of cooperatives in accordance with the Corporate Society Act, which of course was regularly referred to by the former head of the Works Credit Union just now, right, of the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. And when again it's saying, trying to get, still at the same time trying to get to the address.
Now we get the address.
Like,
it's St. Vincent Street. It's St. Vincent Street, 2 buildings after Globe Cinema. It's on St. Vincent Street, 2 buildings after Globe Cinema. So I like how Works going to be right there. From the call out the secretary, then I'll be walking right by Globe.
Works is on what St. Vincent Street as well, but before the cinema, just before.
I don't think Works is on St. Vincent Street, you know. The cinema Globe.
No. Sorry, it's the other street going west. Yes.
I think Works is on Dundonald Street. I think.
Dundonald Street,
which is West Strand. West Strand.
I think it's Edward.
No, I think Dundonald West Strand Cinema was Works Credit Union Day. Remember, I know I remember that Credit Union. I opened my account years ago.
Round the corner there.
Right by Strand. Right by Strand Cinema, right there by the traffic light.
Yeah. All right. So that's
it's about 3 buildings after Strand Cinema up that street.
Dundonald Street, I think. Heading south. Yeah.
Right.
Dundonald, that has to be Dundonald, yeah.
Nice.
All right. So we have an idea as to where they are in terms of the credit union, and we know where the Cooperative Development Division is as well, and where the commissioner can be found. So I think we would have.
I have to find out where the secretary of Works Credit Union, where she is, where is her office, because in my book, she's preaching the bylaws.
Yeah, but
based
one of
on
the
what
same
has been told to us.
It couldn't be no further. No, she could be nowhere else but there.
At Works Credit Union itself.
Yeah.
So she right there, everybody right there, man. I like that. Yeah.
Right, so I think we would have done. I think we could do some wrapping up now. We have about 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
I have a lot on my plate as well to deal with.
Nice.
Outside of the wrong report. And
Nadira said, don't spare anyone. Yes, it's on Dundonald Street. Works Credit Union is on Dundonald Street, Lennox Smith.
Right, good, right. So
and Dundonald Street, carry you straight by the gas station, wrong there by the traffic light. It's at the gas station. It's a Massey car place. Yeah. And that when you go there, you'll see the MP gas station. It's a 2 MP gas station. Yeah, then you will be on Richmond Street. It carries straight to Richmond Street.
There's a north to south street. So you're heading south. It's a north to south. Yeah, a south north street.
So it carries just straight to Richmond Street, which on the corner of Richmond Street will have the blue building, which is the police building there, a police kind of building there, and it will have Scotia Bank right after.
You done before that, yeah.
And then you go to the food place. I think it's Trini Sweet Food or some kind of bacchanal thing. So
yeah, Scotia Bank and all that.
Yeah. All right. So everybody close.
Okay.
I'll be paying everybody a visit.
It's in walking distance.
Yeah. That kind of thing. I don't like thing where I find it feeling like when PNM was in power, when people want to stay in power, people don't want to obey rules, people want to do their want. And the Honorable Kamala Prasad stated everybody must stay in the rain, obey the rules and regulations and the laws of whatever entity or position in which they hold.
And all you have to do, and whether you like it or not, or you feel that you were disadvantaged, the fact is that in a democracy, that is what occurred. The majority will have their way, whilst of course the minority could continue to protest or have their say, but the majority must have their way. And it's clear that the executive, which is in the minority, but God, because of the majority, don't want to leave office. It reminds me of the PNM as a political entity, because that is what Rowley was telling us leading up to both elections, that of 2020 and that of 2025. He didn't want any international observers. He told us in one certain term, and did manifest that in the previous local government elections.
So true.
No, that is not right. A democracy, whether you like it or not, is about the majority. And if the majority, as Pandey would say, could be wrong as well. But in this process, you have a cycle. And I like to call it that when wrong takes place, you always have an opportunity to correct it, simply because it's a cycle. Just as how Kamala Prasad Bisesa is back in office, it's simply because she was done wrong in 2015, and now she's back there because democracy has corrected the wrong that she was dealt with prior. And that is how it goes. So those persons who are in office in the Works Credit Union now, we are giving you some solid advice. Please take it. Call the annual elections. I wouldn't even say go and call a special. I know the special is to deal with the former leader situation. But if you call a general annual meeting where you have a new executive voted in, certainly give them the responsibility to adjudicate over whether the former head should be reinstated or not. And you're done with that. And, and you continue with the process.
This whole thing has nothing to do with the reinstatement of this or that, however. That will be dealt with when the credit union on the whole is being run properly.
Functioning.
Yes, functioning, because it's not functioning at this point. Lennox Smith tonight, corridor transformation, you all with Lennox Smith tonight. Don't forget that.
Yes.
Right? Don't forget that at all. All of you that send your voice notes, we will play your voice notes tomorrow morning, please God. You all could have choose anywhere else to log on to the Ground Report program, any other social media platform to do so. You all choose us right here on the Ground Report. Thank you so much. So until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place, on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, on the Ground Report on YouTube, Corridor Transformation on YouTube, and all the various social media platforms that is associated with us. On behalf of Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of radio. Until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. We are out of here.
We are out of here. Have a wonderful rest of the day, people. Bye-bye.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.